This is our second video about some issues we have with newborn baby hats, some things to avoid. Sometimes when you use the looms, the round looms, they're pretty good stretch in that. You can see that was one of our things to put two fists in and have a stretch. But when I've tried to put it on the baby's head, it's kind of squeezing a little bit, and you can see kind of the hat is very open in there, so it's not a very warm hat for the baby. You kind of have to watch the size of that and make sure that there is enough circumference when you have a hat like that. This is another one made on a loom. This one has a different issue. It has plenty of a stretch, but as I put it on the baby's head, it's almost, again, very, very open and not really any substance to the hat. So it's a little bit too loose in this case. This one here, this is made out of 4-ply yarn, and even though it's made in the rounds or it's made in rows, we'd have to fold this up. I might be able to fit my hands in there, but not enough stretch. I can't even get this on the head without really, really squeezing tight. And again, we don't want 4-ply yarn. This is very, very rough, so on the head it's going to be very, very rough too. Sometimes we have hats that are too big. This one, as I put my hands in there, it will fall off my hands when I go to put it on baby's head. It slides on easily, kind of, if I fold it up, it's still a little loose. It's going to come off real easily. We can use that for a little bit older baby, but usually this would be a pretty good size, but we want to try to keep it for that newborn size, but that could be used for a little bit older baby. But then we get ones like this where this is more like for a toddler size. We can't use a hat like this. The only time we're able to use it is in the winter time if we give it to a health center where there's older kids. But a lot of times the hats that are made are not really appropriate so much for older kids. They're kind of more of the baby kind. And this hat, with the stretch involved in this actually could fit an adult. So with this one, all you need to do is just take out some of the rows that you have and make sure that the stretch is a little bit smaller. We will use this, again, we can send it out in the winter time, but as you can see, it's way too big for a newborn baby. So again, those are just some of the issues we have with newborn hats. Again, we ask for you to use baby yarn to have a good stretch on them, but not too big. But those are some of the things you can look for when you're making newborn hats.